say hello to a very pretty, I really want to call it modular, but the only module that can be replaced on the phone is the camera bump, but it's still pretty cool. And it comes with a little screwdriver as well that you can use to get rid of the screws. Again, it's not like it's useful or anything, but it's still cool. This is the Realme GT8 Pro, a phone with a weird name that has been performance oriented up to now, but this year they decided to do a cool partnership with a photography company like the rest of the lot and do some work in the photography and videography area as well. And I have to admit, I kind of like the output. My unit right here is obviously the best color, as it always is, with a very unique textured design on the back, which feels soft and delicate to the touch. Kind of like leather. And I have a reason for not getting rid of this label right here that I'm going to get to soon. Some of you may know this, some of you may not. Realme phones come with their own proprietary UI called Realme UI. I'm not really sure why they should do this, but it's BBK for you, right? Anyways, so it's currently running on the latest Realme UI 7.0, which I've updated today, which is essentially ColorOS 16. So literally everything about it is exactly the same as ColorOS 16. I mean, apart from a couple of options under settings, but the base of the UI is obviously the same. So if you ever wonder how you can set up Google and basically set up your phone for use outside of China, you can definitely refer to my oppo globalization tutorial. And same goes about OnePlus phones. Needless to say, Realme's latest phone is of course powered by the newest Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, a 7000 mAh battery that is not silicon carbon, and 16 gigs of RAM. It also comes with a really sharp QHD Plus 144Hz panel for a display, which I'm not going to comment on for now. The speakers are surely decent enough, nothing groundbreaking of course, but they're definitely better than the tinny ones on the Vivo X300 Pro, that's for sure. We do get the same OHaptics vibration system as well, but it just doesn't feel as solidly built as on OnePlus phones. It's still good, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as true to life as they advertise it to be, at least in my opinion. Design-wise, it's alright, definitely cooler than ever. It's probably because of the textured back design, it does feel more premium now. Infrared blaster on top, no action button, shortcut button, camera trigger, AI button, or whatever you want to call it on either side, but a decent 200 megapixel telephoto sensor on the back. As for the Ricoh GR cooperation though, unfortunately we're limited to the main sensor only. You can snap really cool looking pictures at 28 or 40 millimeters, but that's about it. But that's, I would say, all that there is to say about the outside of the phone. We all know what that means. It means I'm going to get a bit of help from my little friend here. So we're sitting at around 28.2 or 3 on the front, and 20, about the same on the back, I would say. So Wildlife Extreme stress test it is. Let me just pop it open real quick. It's going to be right here. All right, not going to say anything else for now. Let's get right to it. Alright, we're done. Wow, that's disappointing. And hot. Let's just check it real quick. 46.5 on the front. 47 on the back. It's different though. I'm assuming that's because of the textured back. It's not able to dissipate the heat as well as it should, probably. That's just my assumption. Because it's 43, 44. That's a lot of different readings. Not sure what's going on here. It definitely has something to do with the texture. But there you have it. And in terms of the chart though, I mean, look at it. That's not a pretty chart. I have to admit I'm disappointed. 33% for stability. That's not the Realme I knew. Best loop is impressive enough, but I can't say the same about the lowest loop score. At any rate, we went down from 84 to 74%. That's 10%. In terms of frame rate, we did go as high as 58, so that definitely is impressive, but a minimum of 15 frames per second says that they need to do something about their heat management issues. Now, you've probably noticed that I've sort of been trying to build a little bit of suspense around why it's a flawed device, or why I'm not removing the label on the back, or why I'm not going to comment on the display. The answer is simple. All you got to do is look at the 3D mark right here. Alright, now keep looking at it. A little more. Just a tiny little bit more. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keep looking here. Not sure if you're seeing this in the video. I'm going to try my best to show it. But it has a wild image retention issue. And before you comment on it, this is the second unit I've got for testing. The first one had the same issue and I had to return it because obviously I thought it was just a flawed unit. But then again, this is a second unit from a completely different outlet that I've gotten at a completely different time, even in a completely different color. The first one was white. And to give you a better idea, I do have a couple pictures saved up just for this. I'm going to let it show this screen for a bit and talk about the first one I had. So as I was saying, the first unit had the same issue. And obviously I did try all the recommended workarounds like absolute white, RGB colors, high temperatures, low temperatures. It just didn't work. So logically, I came to the conclusion that it was just a flawed unit that I had to return to get another one. And that's naturally what I did. But here we are again on my second unit. I'm going to let you take a second look at it now in 3, 2, 1. Now that's definitely obvious and pretty visible. Now, obviously, of course, this is only temporary image retention. It's not like complete permanent burn-in. As you can see, it's already fading away completely. But still, it's definitely a flaw, and it does seem to be affecting more than one unit, which is such a shame, I have to admit, because I was starting to like this phone. At any rate, I guess I'm going to have to return this one as well. But please do let me know if you have a different experience with this phone down in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.